Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Beyond 280. I'm glad everybody could make it today. It's a big deal today, a big show today. My name is Scott Allison, and you're watching Beyond 280. This is the show where we are trying to show the world that Twitter users are human beings. Believe it or not, they're not all bots, and that we're not, any different from these Twitter users. And the entire concept really is about showing the world, if you will, that the divisions and the language and the threats and just the general nastiness in social media, it's no fun. It's no good. It's really causing a lot of problems in just society in general. So I'm real excited to hopefully reach some of these people that are, perpetrators of this. I am one of those, by the way. And I know somebody that's watching right now, you know who you are, is guilty of this as well. So I'm trying to learn myself to have a little empathy. And so what I'm wanting to do is basically, so here's the premise. Let me just get to brass tacks. Here's the premise of my show. I bring on a Twitter user, and it doesn't have to be anybody that's spectacularly famous. They could have 50 followers, they could have 100,000 followers. I don't really care. I don't really care what their political background is, or what skin color is, or what nationality or sexuality or whatever. None of that matters. What matters is that they're a human being. I bring them on the show and I ask them some questions. And I ask them some deep questions. I ask them some silly questions. I ask them some kind of trivial questions. I ask them about their experience on social media, and just really start getting to know these people as a human being, and hopefully show some of these haters out there, some of these, threateners, or whatever you want to call them, trolls, if you will, and not the good kind of troll. We love the good kind of troll around here. But that, basically, let's instill a little bit of empathy. I'm hoping that's what I can do. And so today, if you're watching, you're witnessing history. I don't know about that, but you are witnessing a really, really cool situation, because I've got my first guest today, and he has actually been around for a bit. He's been in a couple of different communities that I've been in, so I've always seen him here and there and streaming, and he's a really nice guy, and he also happens to be in our Creators Guild. So if you don't know what the Creators Guild is, get over there, get guilded. This is a great place for people that are creating content and want to get their feet up or get their feet underneath them and get started streaming. It's a great place to get started. It's a community of creators that are helping each other out. And you can also find the Creator Toolkit where, by the way, all this is free, but the Creator Toolkit where you can go and start learning how to stream, start learning how to create content online today. Do it now. You have no excuse. If you have a phone, or you got internet access, and you got a microphone, go stream. Go get your content out there. And the Creator Toolkit is a great way to do that, and the Guild is a great place to get started as well. So, without further ado, I would like to bring on my very first guest of all time. My first guest of all, and this, I kept this secret because I knew my guildmates would probably start trolling early, so I gave them just a little bit of lead time. But yeah, so welcome to Dr. ELO. What's up? Yes.
And I'm the first guest.
You're my first guest. That's right. I'm super excited to have you here. This is awesome. First of all, I need to make sure I understand how to pronounce your first name. Is it Efren? Did I say it right?
Ephraim.
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 Okay.
Like if it was a cheap motel, the Ephraim.
The Ephraim. Oh boy, here we go. So we are already getting some responses to you
South
being
side.
here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sai in the house. She's the one that's created this little badge down here. I can't point right. That little badge down there, she created that. Sai is awesome. No hat.
You'll never get used to pointing anything on the screen. It's
I
always
know.
backwards.
I know, it's awful.
Yeah, I got no hat today.
What's
I
up with
actually
that?
cleaned myself up a little bit.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. You know.
Yeah, you could have worn a tux or something though. Come on, man.
No, man. It's in the trash can. It don't fit no more.
Oh no. So for those of y'all who don't know who Dr. ELO is, he's a wonderful guy. He's a veteran. He was in the Coast Guard. So he's still in the Coast Guard, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I got 3 more years to go. I'm in the reserves.
Yeah.
Did 10 years at active duty all around the world, literally.
Yeah.
And got 3 more years to go in the reserves.
Nice. Very cool. So tell me a little bit, just real quick, before we get into the meat of the things. I'm really interested. Yeah. I know you've been doing this for a little while, but you're AskDrELO.com. You're basically stating you help businesses, individuals get comfortable around live streaming. What is that all about?
That's all correct. So I basically want to get people and businesses to just let go of their fears and just go. Just promote your product, talk about yourself. I know it's not easy talking about yourself, and especially through a lens or a camera or whatever. It feels awkward. It doesn't feel right. But this is where we're at. Nowadays, this is the real world. This is today's world.
Yeah.
And I want to show people how to get better around creating this type of content. And it doesn't matter what type of content you do. It's a matter of getting comfortable and getting accustomed to just provide your value to people through the lens.
Awesome, man. That is so cool. That is awesome. Okay, so here's how it's going to go. So everybody that's here watching right now, shoot some questions my way. If I find them worthy, I'm going to mark them, and we're going to have them set to the side. At the end of the show, we're going to have a little bit of personal Q&A time where you, the viewer, get to ask Dr. ELO some questions. Keep it clean, folks. Keep it clean. All right. Yeah, exactly. Bump, bump, bump. You got to have a bump, bump, bump. That's what I need one of those. That works too. All right, so without further ado, let's get right down to it. Oh, hey, one other thing, just so everybody knows, we did not script this. The only thing that's really scripted on any of this is the questions, right? And only I know those. It. What's that?
And my name.
That's and your name. Yeah, your name is scripted, yes. Your parents scripted that. But yeah, so let's get to it, and I am going to start off with our very first question. And so basically, again, because this is a Twitter-centric show, I'm really interested to understand why. So looking at your Twitter account, you joined in 2009. So why did you initially join, and why are you even still hanging out? Why are you still here on Twitter?
So initially, I joined obviously because of the interest of what is it? The intrigue of wow, a new social platform, and that's where everybody's investing their time in. So went in there, I I joined, and up to today, I don't understand much of it, but I do tweets, retweets. Hey, whatever. I don't understand them much, but I do use it for marketing purposes of my other social platforms like YouTube and my show or live streaming Dr. ELO, and that's the most ways that I use. And I follow like political like the president. I follow that stuff because I think I get that information from directly from at least from the last president. I got that information directly from him. So and
Uh,
not that I wanted that information, but I got it. I was informed,
yeah,
and it's like a news outlet that you can get right there. So it serves so many purposes. It's hard to pin it to one of them, but
yeah, I know. I'm with you on that with the current events and news. With Twitter, it's instantaneous. You're getting the news right there, sometimes right from the source. Now, of course, you
yeah.
always got to source your stuff, right? But sometimes it's coming right from the source. So I find that to be very intriguing about
Even if it's right
Twitter.
or wrong, but you're getting it from the source.
Yep, right, exactly. Yeah, like Mr. Trump. We were getting it from the source, and we didn't want it necessarily, but there it is. So,
Hey,
so
boom,
great.
here it is.
There it is. That's right. So, yeah. So that was that's about what I expected to hear from you. A lot of people do use Twitter that way, and especially entrepreneurs are using it quite a lot for their businesses, and I think that's pretty cool. So the next one. Remember, this is going to run the gamut. We're going to go all over the place. So
Sure.
you know what a bucket list is. We all know what a bucket list. Before you kick the bucket, what's that number one thing that you want to do? What's I know you probably have a list, but what's the big one? What's the one thing you want to do before you leave this earth?
Make a positive impact that lasts decades and I don't know, decades and decades. Just last put a good impression and make something for the greater good that stays and beats the algorithm of time. Let's put it that way. So first of all,
Like that.
I'm a sustainability professional. That's what I do in my regular job. And I would like to see something that makes a great impact on the earth, especially if you can make money, if you can hire community, and if you can protect the environment at the same time. Those three for me are key. And through doing live streaming, I think you can impact a lot of people with information without having to creating that carbon footprint, like a brick and mortar store, paper, this and that. There's a lot of stuff, but I want to make an impact on that kind of thing because that's where my passion's at. So
No, that's awesome. Keeping if your legacy that you have changed the world somehow, that you've done more than most people. That's awesome.
yeah,
Goals, man, goals. All right, so Cy was saying, boy, this got dark quick. Yeah, well, it's also going to get light quick. So movies, Marvel or DC, which one? You got to choose one. Gun to your head. What's it going to be?
huh. Marvel,
Marvel. Why is that?
because you told me I had to choose one. In reality, I like them both. I like comics. I watch every single thing. Now, I am let's put it this way: the biggest show for me is The Flash. For me,
Okay.
that's what I watch and that's what I like. But I watch them all. Now, then you have the alter ego of Robin,
Okay.
uh, Nighthawk or whatever. That freaking that show is DC and it kicked my ass when I saw it. I was like, wow.
So you lean DC.
Um,
It sounds like.
yeah, yeah. A lot more DC. I want to to create some controversy. But,
Well, no. So, and I get that. There's a lot of people that will say the DC comics are better than the Marvel comics, but the Marvel
yeah,
movies are
they
better than the
usually
DC movies.
they have been.
Yeah.
I don't know about now. With the whole, I don't know. I just wish they just, you know, blend into one, but it's not gonna happen. So yeah.
No, I hear you on
But I
that.
do
Yeah.
like a lot. I like them both, but my favorite shows are definitely from DC.
All right. Cool. All right. So it's favorite shows DC, favorite movies Marvel, and that's fine. We can be split on that. Cool.
Yeah.
So if you had an autobiography, let's say at the end of your life you had an autobiography, what would the title of that autobiography be? Do you think? What would you want it to be? Let's put it that way. Well, it's your autobiography, of course. It's your title.
It's probably not Dr. ELO, right? Okay, so from nothing to greatness, basically. I'm adopted. I've had to bust my ass in every single thing I do. I got kicked out of 5 schools. They were all private, and I'm a doctor nowadays, and I'm very successful in what I do. So I've busted my ass for every single inch of thing that I have, which I still do, and I still have to go through lots of hoops, lots of broken roads, and in reality, that I keep on going and I don't stop. So, and I'm not bragging. I'm telling you because for me, I believe that I can inspire some people to never stop and keep on going. And I've always have trouble. I have always have trouble to do things, and nothing has kept me from doing it. So that
No,
would be autobiography.
that's
Not a bad name.
that's a cool
In 5
name
seconds.
actually. So I'll be looking for that on Amazon when it comes out next year, right? You're writing that right now,
Title
right?
taken. Sorry, Sebs.
Oh, hey, now what's up with that? That's not cool.
That's fine. I'll change it. You know, I'm flexible.
No
See, another
stealing.
hurdle.
Guildies don't steal. Guildies do not steal. All right, all right. So, all right. So I'm going to prepare you a little bit on this one because, as I said,
Don't prepare me, man. Just go for it.
well, hold on. So,
Let's do it.
my mouth is dry, so I need to drink a little water
Okay,
first.
okay.
Okay, so
I'm ready.
yeah, so the next question. When I set this show up, I always intended to really get at a human, at the human level, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I first started writing the questions, I realized I wasn't going deep enough. So I decided I got to pull no punches. So this one gets me, and I imagine it probably is going to get you too. But if you've lost family members, or if you haven't, who was the hardest or who would be the hardest to lose and why?
The hardest one right now has been my dad, because he's my inspiration, obviously, right? He's who showed me who I am. And the hardest that would be right now will be my son. I can't fathom not having an existence without him. And the reason is, if my wife passed away or something, that'll be a real bad hit for me. And we've been together for 21 years, but a kid, it's he's never, they're so innocent. There's no explanation for them not to pursue their life and live long enough to enjoy it. You know what I mean? For us, we're adults. We've lived 40. She's lived 37. We lived a good life until now. He's only 6. He has to experience a lot more in life, and I think giving him the opportunity to explore that, I will give my life for him, definitely, anytime.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I've got 3 boys myself, and that would be, yeah,
Hard.
it would soul crushing. It would be soul crushing, absolutely.
Harder for you. You got 3. Whew. What do you choose?
Yeah, no, the number doesn't matter. I love them all the same. So, or at least
Mhm.
that's what I tell them.
Yep.
So, yeah. Sorry about that. I know it was a little deep,
No, that's good, man.
Gets
Hey,
us, it
let
gets
me
us in the
dig
fields.
deeper.
It gets
I'm
us
ready.
we get this in the field. I think I'm making Cy cry. Sorry, Cy. But yeah, so yeah, all the feels, all the feels. So let's soften it up. I mean, let's lighten it up.
I'm real. I'm real. I'm a real person. Hey, I
So
would say,
yeah,
okay,
what is it? There's
this
a right
question.
answer.
There's no right or wrong because they're both good. They're both tacos, right?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Street tacos, you told me last time, street tacos are soft. And I've had street tacos in Mexico. They're amazing. And
Yeah.
hard shell tacos are crunchy. And you can have them made at home or everywhere, but it's a different taste, but at the same time, they're still tacos. So for me, I can't accept only one because Mondays or Tuesdays I want a hard shell, and on Thursdays and Fridays I may want a soft shell. So in reality, I can't choose. I can tell you I love tacos. That's it.
Do you have
That's
any?
as far as, and I don't want to create a war between soft and hard. That sounds kind of wrong, but yeah,
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to start a war. That's exactly what
yeah,
I'm trying
not
to
with
do.
me, buddy.
So yeah, so do you have any taquerias near you where you get like
Yeah,
actual
we have a
street
bunch of them.
tacos?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we've
we have a
got
bunch of them, and I've actually gone to Mexico and had street tacos,
yeah,
like the soft and the hard ones on the street. So I've had the real deal. And what we're having here in America, yeah, they're taco, but they're the Tex-Mex. It's not the same thing.
yeah,
The real deal, it's down there, at least the nearest to California and Texas you are. The most original the taste gets. But now here in the Washington D.C. area, I can get whatever I can get, and I'm happy with it. But
it's not the same.
soft or hard, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
awesome.
devour it anyways.
You know what? A taco is meant to be devoured, and that's really all that matters.
How about this? Pineapple on your taco or not?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely,
exactly.
absolutely.
That's a real taco.
That is a real taco, and you know what? We're gonna piss a lot of people off by saying that, but you know what? I don't care. I don't
Hey,
care.
I didn't make the rules. Go talk to Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Very cool. All right, so let's move on to more Twitter specific questionnaires or questionnaire here. So what worries you about Twitter, but really social media in general? I mean, what's a lot of people are concerned today about what social media is doing to us as a society, as people, as to our children, that sort of thing. What concerns you about all of this?
Well, what concerns me about it is that that footprint that you put out there in the internet, it doesn't wear out. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays there, and it's perpetuity. So if you put something out there that you don't want to put out there, and it's a mistake, and it's going to follow you for the rest of your life. That's the only thing that I'm afraid of. Now, in regards to what social media is doing to us today, hey, we're just going with the flow, like with the industrial era, with a bunch of stuff. It's the same thing. We're just in an evolution stage, and we need to adapt, accept, and move on. So for me, um, that digital, always existing footprint, that's what scares me because that can ruin somebody's life.
Yeah, and I just had a show the other day about cancel culture and people digging up, old tweets where this one woman was like, she was 17, made some dumbass remarks about Asian people, and basically got fired from her job 10 years later for something she said when she was a dumb little teenager. So
Scary.
it is. It's extremely scary. And yeah, no, I'm with you on that for sure. So you've been around the block a bit. So what's the worst job you've ever had?
Woo-hoo!
The absolute
The
worst.
worst job I've ever
Yeah.
had was in the theater. I had to mop 12 theater whatever's, 12 of them. I got to scrape gum out of the floor. I got to pick up every single popcorn piece. And I worked there for 4 hours. And I guess what? I quit. I quit it because I was the only one. Everybody was staring, the new kid. So guess what? stare
Done.
to somebody else.
I worked at a movie theater for like over almost 2 years, and so
Well,
it wasn't easy.
I was getting hazed the first day, so I was like, you know what, f y'all, I'm out.
Yeah.
This doesn't pay me enough, anyways. I was a student. Hey Santi, I was actually I was getting my university paid off, so I didn't even have any needs for money. So I was an athlete, so whatever, it's cool.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I had a horrible job too, and I think I answered it in one of my previous streams. Not going to go there because this show is about you, Doc. So,
Is
all
it?
right, let's so let's move on to some more family stuff. I'm not going to hit y'all in the feels. I'm
Go
not
for it,
going there.
man.
No, I'm not going to hit
I
you
ain't
in the.
afraid.
If I do, it's going to happen, and it's just going to happen. But so you seem like a really strong family guy, and so I'm
Oh yeah,
sure you've got a really really clear memory of like of something that was awesome, some
yeah,
vivid thing that happened in your family.
yeah. When my kid was born, that's my most vivid memory. When the kid was born, his first breath, his first everything. Yeah, I love my kid to death, as you can tell, and I was there for it. So yeah, that's my most vivid one. And I have freaking thousands of them as well. I'm very invested in my family. As you can see on Saturdays and Sundays, you don't see me in the guild because
Oh,
I'm with them. And this week I haven't been active in the guild because I'm with them. I'm off for a week, so that's where I'm at. But definitely when my kid was born. Oof.
yeah. No. So if you were like me, I cried like a baby when that baby came out, the first one.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
actually,
yeah, I know.
for the
Yeah,
first two, the
and
third
don't
one,
cry.
right? I didn't cry. I wasn't gonna cry. No, my third one, I didn't cry because I don't know why. Because it was real.
You
It
get
was a
used to it. You get used to it,
well.
man.
No, I think really what it was like at 3 in the morning. It was like at 3 in the morning, and I was exhausted. She had been,
Oh,
yeah, so it was, anyways. But yeah, I cried for the first two, like a baby. It was really, anyway.
watch out!
I've
Santi's
said,
drinking
I
wine.
said, oh yes, she is. Oh boy. All right, she's gonna start asking some. Hey guys, by the way, if you've got some questions, go ahead and start putting them up in the chat, and I will mark them if you want to know a little bit more about
Yeah,
Dr. Elo, get beyond
I'm all
his
for it.
not anonymity on Twitter and beyond. So it'd be
Get it
awesome.
now.
Do
Get
it.
it now.
Do
You
it.
can't get him anymore.
So what scares you? So more
The fear that
specifically,
others would find irrational.
yeah.
What is it?
What fear do you have that other people will be like? That's kind of stupid. Why are you scared of that?
I don't know. That's a hard one because I don't know. I'm not afraid of many things.
Oh,
Um,
tough guy.
yeah, in reality, I'm not because I don't care. It's not because I'm not afraid. Maybe in the moment I will be, but until I don't notice it, I'm like, Vaseline. You go. So,
uh,
that I find irrational
or that
is the
others
other
would
ones
find
that I,
irrational. So if
yeah,
you had,
that you guys find irrational. No, actually, my dad always had a dream. It's a funny story. That he was naked in the toilet in the middle of like a plaza, and everybody was looking at him, and he couldn't get up because he didn't want to get seen. So probably that's pretty irrational. So I'm gonna leave it at that because in reality, the other ones are not. They're just like you and me. God, you don't want to get embarrassed in front of people. You
right.
don't want to get seen naked running around the street or whatever. Stuff like that. Stuff that's normal.
Yeah,
Irrational?
that's not irrational at all, actually.
No. So I don't have. I'm not a proud person. Like very proud. I don't care about that. I'm down to earth. I don't care.
All right.
Shit in reality. So and that pisses off people at work. Well, what I care.
Yeah, so I'm not very proud either because I squeal like a girl when a stinging insect comes around. So there you go. That's my irrational fear. A bee or a wasp. I'm like, ah! So,
Yeah, I would say like a rat, but that's not irrational either. Everybody's freaking afraid of them fuckers anyway. So yeah.
so Xanthi, points out, did you know that there is a fear for holes? I had no idea until I
Holes.
had discovered a colleague of mine has it. So, yeah, so there's a name for it, and I forget what it is, but like for some people, it's like a really like strong feeling of dread when they see it, and but for other people, they just get a sicky feeling when they see it. My wife is one of those people. So have you ever been to a fish store or whatever, and they have like those fake corals that have all the holes in them? She can't look at those. So yeah, it's
Weird.
kind of weird. I know.
Yeah, that's irrational.
Yeah, that's it. Well, and again, there's actually they've done some science on it, and it has something to do with like infection or something like that. People like associate it with having infection or whatever. I don't fully understand it. So
Look at Savage's coffee question.
yeah, so we're gonna hold off on that one. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm coming back to that because that's a good one. Let me kill. Somebody's calling me in the middle of my stream. That's rude. All right, all
Pick
right.
it up, man. Who cares?
I ought to bring them on, whoever it is. Hey, how you doing? Why are you calling me? Who dis? All right, so let's say someone gave you just a boatload of money. More money you can count, and the only string attached is that you have to start a business. What would you do? What would you do? What kind of business would you start up?
I think I already did. I would start a sustainability business, and I have a business, a LLC, is called Sustainable Management Solutions, and I help people create more sustainable solutions for their businesses. So I will do it all over again with a budget. Probably will go a lot better than it's going right now. Obviously,
Oh, with
I'll have
COVID.
people working. I'll have more people employed and stuff. But something that has to do with something that's passionate for me, which is sustainability right now, or even live stream. So a company that I would help people, um, you know, I would give people value on sustainability and probably live streaming as well, and help them out. I am very happy with what I do, as you can tell, and I am comfortable in my own skin to tell it. Um, and I have a day job, which I work in the sustainability field as well with the federal government. But I would probably quit that job and concentrate on doing what I love, which is helping people out.
That's awesome. No, yeah. You do sound very passionate about the sustainability stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah,
We need more people like that, to be quite honest.
the whole damn world, we want to survive.
Good point. Very good point. So I've only got one last question here, and then guys, seriously, we've got one question in the comments. Throw a question up
Mhm.
there. Anything. You can even ask the question that I didn't ask today if you want to. You know
Yeah.
which one that is, guys. So so you're not much into Twitter, but is there
Hmm.
some? And when I say Twitter crush, I'm not saying like romantic Twitter crush. I'm
I know what
like
you mean.
somebody like you follow past and you follow them really a lot. You like to follow them.
Hmm. I couldn't say. I will have to go into Twitter and see what I have. But from the top of my mind, they're like, "Hey, Twitter, this is my Twitter."
You need to get
I
more
don't know.
involved
Let me
in
see what
Twitter
I'm
then.
seeing here. Because in reality, I don't open it too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Um,
hey now, hey, Sai, that's
no, for real, for real.
that,
I do a lot of promotion on it. Um, but based on the content that I have here, there's like a guy called El Molusco in Spanish, and he delivers radio information, and he's a big YouTuber too. He's more than a million followers. But he delivers information on my hometown. So for me to stay up to date with my hometown and how's it going, and he's real. Like he tells you how it is. He's not gonna, you know, give you any lies or anything. He's gonna give you straight up. No newscasting or anything.
right.
This is what's going on. This is it. Here's the interview. and he interviews people that it's relevant, at least for my age. So I think him.
Okay.
I think him is the person that the most likes. Yeah, him.
Yeah,
The
that's cool.
rest is just reading the news and probably some live streaming stuff as well. Um, yeah,
So what's your hometown? I should
my
have asked
hometown
that.
is Ponce, Puerto Rico, like Ponce
Uh,
de Leon,
okay.
like
Yeah.
Ponce, Puerto Rico. It's in the south part of Puerto Rico. It's the big town with a small town feel. It's
Gotcha.
beautiful. We have beautiful beaches. We have beautiful women, beautiful people. It's ridiculous. It's really nice. Hot as hell though. But
Well, yeah, it's there in the Caribbean, so yeah, or Caribbean, however you want to say it. Very cool. Well, so that's all the questions I've got for you, Dr. Elo. So we're going to switch over and we're going to have a little fun because there's some good questions. Well, there's three questions because people are being stingy with their questions. But let's get to the first one from
what?
Mr.
I'm just saying.
Mr. Savage. After the Coast Guard, would you join the Space Force? I mean, Space Force.
Hey, no, no, not at all. After I'm done with the Coast Guard, my military 20 years, I'm done. And it's not because I don't love the Coast Guard. I don't love the military. It just I want to concentrate more on my family and my kid. He's growing up, and I don't think I can do any more trips to Colombia, trips to Panama, trips to Kuwait, trips to. I'm tired of that. I've been for 10 years straight. I was actually moving every single year and got burned out. So that's why I changed to the reserves. And the Space Force sounds interesting and everything, but in reality, do I think it's real? I don't know because I haven't seen one single person with a uniform on it. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, no, they've got the
Call me
uniforms.
skeptical, but yeah,
Yeah, they've got the uniforms and the badges and all that, but yeah, I haven't seen anybody wear one yet.
you can
So,
anything.
uh, so you don't want to go to the moon, is what I'm hearing. You don't, you're
I'm good
not
here.
not interested in going to the moon. Okay, no, that's
Why
good.
make my life more difficult if I'm here? I can breathe here. I can eat here. I can.
Yeah, and but there's also an opportunity for sustainability in space, right? Don't you think?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely there is. If there was something there, I wouldn't miss an opportunity. I'm just messing around. But if they got a real opportunity to go to space, I'll grab it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I thought about doing the whole Mars trip. The one-way trip that they were pawning on off and everybody. I was like, yeah, no, not interested.
But you got to put things in a balance, though.
Yeah.
You got to put things in a balance, like your
No.
whole family and your rest of your life here. Because there's a
Exactly.
possibility you might never come back. Oh yeah,
That's
you never know.
yeah. All right. So, Mr. Nailbender, Mr. Bender wants to know what your dream vacation is.
Dream vacation, I already did it actually. It's went to a cruise ship on the Mediterranean.
Oh,
We went
nice.
to Italy. We went to France. We went to Turkey, Greece, and Spain. Finish off in Spain. So that was out of control. That was really good. We had a lot of fun. And yeah, it's that was my dream, and we did it when 2011, I think it was, when the world was normal.
That was before your kid was born too.
Yeah, before my kid was, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely 3 years
Yeah.
before. We planned it, so there's a lot of people that plan to whenever we retire, we're gonna do this. We've done everything before because when we retire, we'll probably gonna be able to walk or something. Ow, and this hurts and this and that. And how
Right.
you gonna enjoy your life like that?
Well, we're
If you,
all gonna
if
ride in those
I
little
get
scooters from Wally. The little
yeah,
levitating scooters.
why would you wait? Just do it now. Same thing. Stream now.
Yeah.
Have
No.
the tech.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So I have to ask because this came up in the guild earlier today. When you were in Italy, did you have real Italian food? Not the Americanized, slobs of tomato sauce and cheese, but
I
real
did have
Italian
real
food.
Italian food.
Yeah. You didn't
I'm
like
already
it?
too used to, and I'm not. I can't say it wasn't bad, but it was really different.
It is
And
different. It is
it's
different.
we have acquired a taste over here of using a lot of salt in our food.
Yeah.
and there was no salt in that one, so it was a different taste. It's a
Yeah.
taste you gotta reacquire, because if we start our lives without salt, and then we come here to America and start salting everything and giving condiments to this and that, and there it's really simple, a simple kitchen, and it's
Right.
good, and it's good for your body too.
And it's fresh. That's the other
Here
thing
and
that's the other thing that blew me away. The food in Italy, everywhere we went was super fresh.
yeah, the worst pizza I've had though, it was in Italy.
The worst pizza you had?
The
The,
worst.
the best pizza I ever had was in Italy. It was in Rome. Right across
I had the
right across
worst
from the
one.
Vatican. There was a little cafe, and they had it just sitting under the heat lamp. I was like, let me have one of those, and it was freaking delicious. So, whatever.
I think you had it in Civitavecchia, and I had pizza in, oh my god, Florencia,
Yeah.
and it was the worst pizza I had. I think my
Wow.
expectation was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a pizza like a New York pizza. Oh my god,
Oh no, it's not like that
they're
at
really
all.
different. And
Yeah.
and I can't say it was the worst because I didn't like it, and it was cold. Like the person who did it didn't take the time. I'm a tourist, please take the time to make me talk good about your pizza.
Right.
The person, ha ha ha, here you go. He didn't care. So that's probably
Wow.
why. Maybe if he wanted to a restaurant, there was a lot of people though. There was a lot of people.
Yeah.
I made a line, so probably that had a lot to do with it. But yeah, it wasn't a great experience, and I think it's because of the person and not the line. It wasn't because of. There's some badass pizza somewhere out there. They invented it, for God's sakes.
Exactly. But yeah, like you said, we're kind of used to our flavors here. So Grimskull wants to know, what countries do you wish you visited and have not yet, and where was the best duty station you served at?
Best duty station, Bahrain and Kuwait, by far.
Wow.
I had a lot of fun over there. Too much fun sometimes. So, um, places that I wanted to be stationed and I'd never been there, Japan. I was waiting to go to Japan, and I never got to go to Japan. But it's in my bucket list to go anyways. So we're both vaccinated. We're waiting for the kid, and we're gonna take off no matter what.
Awesome. So what about Japan is so appealing to you?
Other than my kid has an obsession with it, and he wants to learn Japanese.
Oh, that's cool.
I've always, yeah, it's crazy. He's like, Dad, this is, and he knows Japanese a little bit already. In the community we live around Japanese and Indian. So our community is very diverse. So he goes to school with Indians and Japanese kids, whites, blacks, everything. So he's infatuated with Japanese, and I've always wanted to go to Japan, and because I've seen the culture, not China. I want Japan because of the treatment of women. I don't want to live without a wife. Let's put it that way. So I'd rather go to Japan, explore first, and if we can jump to China afterwards and see all the beauty that it has, we'll go. But being rational, I think Japan for us will be our first trip, and my kid loves it, so I want to take him there. That would be cool.
Yeah, my kids want to go because of Nintendo. That's the only reason. The only reason. They're shallow. What can I say? Uh, so Grimskull's got another question. If you had to choose a different branch to have served in, what? So you're saying? Well, I got to put that back up on the screen again. So you're saying that the USMC, the Army, and the Navy doesn't count. Which would you rather have served?
Oh, the Coast Guard.
Yeah. All right, Graham, were you in the Coast Guard also? Was he in the Coast Guard also? I know you served. By the way, Dr. Efrain Lopez, thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Um, favorite? Oh, okay. So we're gonna skip Sai. Sai, you're gonna be the final question. Mr. Nailbender. Oh no, that wasn't right. There we go. Favorite thing about streaming?
Favorite thing about streaming is the rush you can get out of streaming right now. You're like pumped, like you're right in the in the middle of something that you don't basically know what it is because on the other side you're just reading comments. But the excitement of providing information to people, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, the very first time I streamed, I was on like a rush for like an hour afterwards. I was like,
Yeah,
I
it's
can't calm
pumping.
down. So Grimskull said that he was in Saudi Arabia during Desert Storm. Oh, he was born in Japan, and
Nice. I've been in Riyadh, Saudi
yeah,
Arabia.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
All
pretty.
right, never been. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up with Sai, and
Okay.
and she got a really important question here, and you have to answer it, or I'll never invite you again. So you have to
Oh, that's
answer
fine.
the
Yeah.
who's your favorite guildie member?
Oh, my favorite Gilda member is definitely, definitely, yeah.
Oh, really? That's amazing. I would have never have thought that. I would never have thought that. That is so amazing. So I'm glad we've got that recorded so everybody knows going forward.
Yeah.
If you missed it, watch the replay. You'll hear it as loud as day coming straight
Actually,
from Doctor
it's
Elo's mouth.
Sammy.
Oh, it
Sammy.
is Sammy.
And nobody can hate on Sammy.
Nobody
Boom.
can hate on Sammy. You are absolutely right. Sammy is awesome. Sammy is awesome. Sammy needs to be more involved in the guild. I would love to see him rear his head more often. It seems like he comes in, says hi and then disappears. So
He's doing a he was more invested last week. He's doing something. He's doing a project right now. So he's something for his dad.
Grimskull said he was.
And it's involved with media, which is cool.
Oh, good for him. So yeah, Grimskull said I was about to hire a lip reader.
I could have told you like this, and you couldn't say anything. So yeah.
Hey, Sai, you know who you're dealing with, right? Doctor Elo, right? He's been trolling for a while now, so he trolled us all. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. But hey, Doctor Elo, thank you so much for coming. This was awesome. I learned something new today. First of all, about you, and second of all, about
Cool,
this
man.
show.
I'm honored to be the first one.
You are the first one. You're going down in history, man. Going down
Scott, I
in
was
history.
your first. Oh my God.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Got a little uncomfortable in here.
Start
But
sweating.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, the one thing I learned about my show today was that my questions need to be. I need a few more. I need to add a few more because I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to go for a full hour or a full 40 minutes of questions, and then take viewer questions. But hey, the viewer questions were awesome. Appreciate the participation. And again, by the way, y'all can go follow Dr. Elo. He needs followers. He doesn't have a lot of followers.
Twitter.
He needs
Oh yeah. Oh,
he
yeah.
needs a lot of followers. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
way we can and the guildies can start tweeting each other, retweeting each other, all of that. And as usual, this is where you can. This is where you can find me. You can find, first of all, if you have feedback on the show, please shoot me an email, beyond280, all spelled out, at gmail.com. And you can follow me on beyond underscore 280. I will follow back, and if I'm got the gumption, I may tag you to come on the show and hang out with us. And if you like the show and you like the content and you're interested in supporting me, by all means do. If not, no biggie. I'm doing this mainly for fun. I've got a full-time job. I don't need, a gazillion dollars. I'm not aiming to be a multi-million-dollar YouTuber or anything. I'm just here to get people to see a little empathy, to maybe learn a little empathy along the way. So, Dr. Elo, thank you for coming. Everybody else,
And by
thank
the
you
way,
for showing
before
up. Yeah.
leaving, I want to congratulate you, dude. You did a great job today. Amazing.
Appreciate
You're a
it.
natural, so keep on doing what you do. Find things that you want to get better at and just tweak them. For now, you're a badass in my books. So
Wow. Holy crap,
cool,
guys.
cool.
That was recorded, and I'm gonna clip that, and that's gonna be on my front page of my
Record
YouTube
this.
channel. Yes, absolutely. All right, appreciate it. Everybody have a great afternoon. We'll talk at you later. Adios.